Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today we're going to be talking about Lucid Air and a little bit of the comparisons of their competitors in the market regarding their price points and some of the specs. Nonetheless, I did cover this one previously. The ticker goes as CCIV currently, and this is a reverse merger. If you would like to watch my previous videos after this one, you can go ahead. It's in the description below. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help the channel grow. Subscribe and leave notifications on. Let's jump right into this one. So Lucid Air, covered this one again a bit before. I did also cover the note from the CEO that was back in February 25th, so almost a month from now. Basically, some decisions regarding their production. Their production currently is as early as the second half of 2021. Also, they do have different locations currently. Last time we spoke, they were expanding and they continue to expand into different locations. And you have all these different locations that are even estimated to open up in Q2 2021. Some have already opened, and so it's really exciting. If you have one near you, and you want to kind of give a little bit of a check on there, you're able to do so. And one thing that I do want to talk about is the relation to Lucid and Apple. Now here in Miami, Florida, it's just a coincidence perhaps that Apple and Lucid Motors logo is right beside each other, but there has been a lot of questions about whether Lucid Air would be working with Apple regarding their new Apple car. And there's been a lot of hints and stuff. It's been more regarding speculations than anything. And it is very possible nonetheless, right? Now, another thing here is the amount of job openings they have. They have around 708 job openings going anywhere from autonomous driving. Well, actually, there you go. Autonomous driving, brand design, digital modeling, fabrication studio, user experience, central program management, connectivity, cybersecurity, data engineering, controls, integration, software quality, accounting, finance. The list goes on. It keeps going on and on and on. So they're really hiring a massive amount or a massive fleet to run their operation. In terms of what we're having here in medias, we don't have anything new in terms of the media room, but if you have any questions, you can send it to them. In terms of the investor relations, I do want to pinpoint a little bit off a couple of things that I did already go over in my previous presentation. But the EV is ranked by battery efficiency. You see Lucid Air is at greater than 4.5, which beats the Tesla Model S. Also Audi, Jaguar, Porsche, you're able to see that their vehicle range here are a lot less than what Lucid Air is. So Lucid Air is sitting at 517, the Model S is sitting at 412. In terms of range, all that stuff, they are sitting a lot better. In terms of horsepower as well, it's quite interesting. You're seeing around 1080p, and they have an entire new proprietary technology that they're working on, as well as the SUV coming up later on. I think it's called the Project Gravity, and that is starting in production by 2023. So they're not only going for sedans and SUVs, they're also going to expand to other vehicles as well. Now, some quick aspects of what we're talking about here. The transactions include approximately $2.1 billion contribution by CCIV and a $2.5 billion fully committed PIPE with an investor lockup provision with bind holders well beyond closing. The PIPE is priced at $15 a share at 50% premium to CCIV's net asset value with an implied pro forma equity value of $24 billion. Lucid currently employs nearly 2,000 people, with 3,000 people expected to be added in the US domestically by the end of 2022. We see 708 job offerings still up, or job applications, whatever, that are still up on their platform. So that brings something to keep in mind about their ever-expanding profile. Now, in terms of institutional buyers, it's been a little bit quiet in the last 2 weeks after they've actually gone ahead and announced that merger or SPACs and a bit of the details there, but that is expected because the raising of the money has already gone majorly through. Now, the current deadline for that merger by either Churchill or the company, if the transitions are not consummated on or before October 22nd, 2021, that is the deadline. However, we need to look at when they're estimating that the transaction will close. So they're saying that the transaction will probably close by the second quarter of 2021. So somewhere around there, by the end of there, they will be closing that. Now, as well, they're talking here regarding their geographic expansions in the Middle East, Asia Pacific, and potentially Europe in the coming years, based on significantly potential of growing the Lucid brand and scale the business at home and abroad. So that is as well bullish. They already have a lot of ideas in mind and how they can actually expand globally. And now we need to move on to how usually SPACs perform. And if you watch any of my previous videos where I talk about SPACs, usually this is the chart where the SPAC really occurs. So technically, we've gone already through a massive run before even the letter of intent was put out because of rumors. So in perspective, you can either think that perhaps this is the stage that we're in and this was the massive dip and it still has even a further rise up to, again, 60 or 80 bucks, and that could be a possibility. But around the date of the ticker, closer towards it, you can start expecting a little bit of a pickup in terms of volume and momentum, but then thereafter will drop and accumulate a little towards the actual price over book and the market cap adjustments. But longer term, CCIV does have a potential future because they are one of the home brands that are competing with Tesla. And now we can move on towards technical analysis. Before moving on towards the technical analysis, please make sure to subscribe and leave notifications on. It helps my channel a lot. Now, in terms of a one-day perspective, we see this on the MACD, we're going on towards the positive. So in the next day or so, we're going to be attempting a positive reversal, and it looks like it's actually on the way. Momentum here is creeping just above a zero, although the William percent R is saying this one is overbought. ADX is starting to stabilize, and this is a bit of an indication that we're starting to see this bullish reversal coming back on. And we see this from a longer perspective as well. On a 2-hour perspective, what we see here is that the 10 SMA is above 30 EMA, which is really bullish. And the only thing that I want you to take out of this 2-hour perspective is the trading action zone, where positive reversals are likely. It's between 30.44 and 28.48. And that's where positive reversals are more likely to occur for the stock. Now, in terms of the moving averages, this one is expected to trade 36.47 on the top, 35.15 in the middle, and 29.84 in the bottom. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow are both showing a really nice increase and a really nice jump that doesn't look like this is the crest of it or the peak of it. So we need to be careful here, but it looks like it does have another leg up. And in terms of Fibonacci retracements, if we were to pick around, let's say, the 64.86 range, and moving on towards all the way down to, let's say, $10, you're able to right off the bat see a significant support currently sitting at the 31 bucks. This is huge because right now we're at 31.10. One next to it is 23.01 and then 10 bucks. Significant resistances are 37.47, 43.93, and then 53.13 and 64.85. This is a huge thing. Coming on towards, let's say, trend lines here generally, we're not able to indicate a single trend line where it has multiple points. I mean, this was the trend line before and it obviously broke it. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think about this one? Does CCIV have a potential? So, of course, there is a very strong potential. I mean, already gone from 20 bucks towards 30 bucks. The question is, will it jump back towards the 60 and 70? From my perspective, EV is a hot topic that a lot of people are loving, and this one looks like it's the luxuries of Teslas. And whatever the current price is, a lot of people forget what the market cap is versus the price point. And they're looking at the stock and saying, yeah, Tesla is currently at a 500 bucks. Well, this is an easy 500 bucks. But you didn't look at how many shares withstanding there is and the market caps. But definitely, I do think that this stock will probably continue to see a lot of growth and hype during the year and throughout the end of the year, where the production of Air starts releasing and delivering vehicles becomes a real thing. And in the longer run, I do think this is a good investment. It's just about timing your entry. But for me, I might add a little bit of shares, but my actual perspective investing into this one, where it might easily become a story stock like Tesla, would be after this one goes through the merger and it starts in perhaps after a month or so. That's where I might consider putting money there for retirement. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. Have a wonderful day.